military drone attack on Tundubiri community in the Gabi local government area of Kaduna State and compensation for victims with the spokesperson of the association, Professor Tuko Mahmood Baba, as our guest. And later on the show, Supreme Court to hit full complement of justices as NJC recommend appointment of 11. I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Mojit Jamiu. So if you're ready, let the hangout start now. Thank you for staying with us. Let's begin by paying tribute to one of the foremost labor leaders in Nigeria, as we are reminded of, from time to time, of the fleeting nature of life. So it has come for the former General Secretary of the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, Frank Kokori, who died at 80. The news of his death was disclosed by his personal assistant, Atawada Oke. Kokori emerged as a pivotal figure in the struggle for the validation of the annulled June 12, 1993 presidential election won by the late MKO Abiola. Today, I remember vividly. Kokori was nowhere to be found. At a point in time in that struggle, they were looking for him. Meanwhile, all public transportation, everything was grounded. It grounded the economy. NUPENG played that role. They were looking for Kokori. We thought the military adopted him. We didn't know who he was. But at the end of the day, he made sure that effectively they were able to register their displeasure against the annulment of June 12, 1993 presidential election. Yes,
they played a key role. They were looking for him, but they got him in the end. They got him along with Ademo Shoba.
Akirogu.
Yes, and they locked them up. I remember Nigerian newspapers all goofing by reporting that he had been picked up at a point when he had not been picked up.
Okay, that's...
By the time they now picked him up, and the family came out to say they picked him, nobody was ready to pick the story because they were not ready to goof for the second time, you know?
That time there was no internet.
Yeah, of course.
No internet, so the paper was only...
Yes, when the people give you information and it's a big story, you share it with others. You know, you share it with others. We were using fax.
Scoop is scoop.
You use fax, or they just dictate a story for you. You write in longhand. Things have changed. The job is a lot easier to do now, and it has also induced greater laziness. A lot of
death of professionalism.
Yes. So the last time I saw him was when TVC News had an exclusive interview with him. And he was talking about how unprofessional the present crop of labor leaders are. That before you call the nation, drag the nation into a full-blown strike, the notice must be long enough. Not that you just wake up and say tomorrow or next tomorrow there will be a nationwide strike. I said, look, it is not done. You are shutting down an entire country. The notice has to be longer than that. You know what? According to him, a lot had changed.
And it's true. Time, if they came out...
These labor leaders were very, very committed. People like him, Baba Imodu, you know, and the greatest labor leader of them all, Hassan Sumono.
Yeah,
was also the #1 labor leader in Africa for many years. Yeah. You know, so there can never be another Kokori because someone believing that this is wrong, and he was ready to put his life on the line. He suffered for the democracy that we are enjoying today. A lot of people who themselves were anti-democratic elements, they became beneficiaries of democracy, beneficiary of the work that these people did, the sacrifices that people like Kokori did. We can only pray that God will grant him eternal rest. To die on your birthday I don't know how to describe it. On his birthday,
80th,
on the day that I clocked 80,
significant.
God took him. Significant age. God took him. So he has played his part. Debt, as I always say, is a debt that we all owe. Anchors will call it debt. If I call it debt now, I will not know the difference. People will not.
The B is silent.
The B is silent, but me now, what's my own?
Debt and debt.
Debt is a debt. Let me put the B, permit me to add the B. It's a debt that we all owe. We will all pay that debt, whether we like it or not. So, we wish him eternal rest in his bosom.
Frank Kokori, from 1943 to 2003, MJ.
And then we are always
2023.
During the June 12 crisis, we are always looking forward to his broadcast on VOA, BBC then. And I mean, then there was no proliferation of radio stations like this. And
the broadcast
yes.
sector had not been deregulated.
Yes. So, and this is a man that deserves a national burial as an hero of the democracy we're all enjoying today. And you see, at a point during the last regime, I felt bad with the way he was treated.
Like Chief Chris
by Chris Ngige, when he was
NSIT.
When he was appointed to be the CEO of NSITF, and Ngige refused to swear him in for almost a year. I mean, this man doesn't deserve that kind of treatment for what he has done to the country. And recall that a month ago, he had to send a distress signal, a distress call from his sickbed. Guys, don't abandon me like this. Don't let me die like this. That was when the Delta State Governor, Oboweri, Sheriff, and the APC governorship candidate, Omagege, now went to him on his sickbed. He's been battling kidney-related issues for quite some time. But he died well. I mean, you can see the kind of things people have been saying about him since we heard of his demise at 1:30 a.m. Earlier this morning. We pray that God grant him eternal rest and give the family the fortitude to bear the loss. It's a major, major loss to the to Nigeria, to the labor movement. I mean, labor activism ended in the eras of Kokori. What they are doing, they are just joking now.
Opportunism.
They are also, I
don't know the current Nupen president. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring that office down in any way. We are just talking about people making that
but no, I think they know the guy in Nupen is even doing well, better than the NLC president. I hope they are back from Dubai because they are. I also saw them in Dubai. So but they have been.
You are just jealous of them.
No, they are.
Didn't go, and they went to their Dubai. You are now talking about Dubai. Just you are jealous.
No, it's not jealousy because they are also part of the delegation. So and they are the ones complaining because I saw him. I saw Joe Ajero in Dubai, COP 28. You know,
they have the financial wherewithal. Now, the promised economic stimulus to help citizens cope with the hardship in the land is underway. The administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has launched the Renewed Hope Grant for vulnerable persons in the country. While kicking off the grants in Kogi State, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Betta Edu, emphasized that governance is about touching lives and changing negative narratives. The beneficiaries of the grant have started receiving alerts. Let's share the story with you.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given himself and his entire team a very, very great marching order to ensure that 50 million Nigerians are pulled out of poverty. And he intends to do this by carefully selected programs that are directly targeting the very poor and vulnerable in society.
We need to key in properly into this program. And to be able to key in properly, we must be able to have that ministry and agency that will be related directly with her. You know, I said, I will introduce the better for you, and Ododo will continue with the better. And this moment on you will receive inside your pocket. No people.
This is the way to go. It's very strategic at this time.
We've been talking about the need to ease the pains on our people because we are the mouthpiece of the people. The program that our people watch, the poor people in our society, those who have no time to watch some of the those high-profile programs that the rich watch. They have no time for telenovelas and all that. They just want to know what's going on in their country. They listen to us. They have their strong decoder. They don't have DSTV. They have their strong decoder. Once they buy it,
free to air.
Once they buy it, once they are using it until it gets spoiled. And other decoders from Southeast Asia that they lay their hands on, once they have it, they are not interested though. This, they want to watch. And if we sit here, we can't fight for them. And the question people will ask is that, okay, where is your conscience? We've been fighting for our people that, look, the pain is great. The sacrifice is enormous. Now is the time to help ease the pains that our people are going through. And you can do it in different ways. If you cause transportation to be cheaper, it's part of it, easing that pain. If you distribute food items, food packs to our people, it will go a long way. They will be happy. They will be happy. They know that you are there for them. You have met them at the point of their needs. This is the sort of thing that we're asking for. And when the president was talking about 8,000, did we not come out to say no?
Yeah, complaint.
8,000, no, you can't do 8,000. So we still remain on the side of the people. Politics will not take us away from the side of the people. God forbid. And that's why we are saying, look, do this. Even the World Bank recommends conditional cash transfer as a means of reducing poverty. It's part of what they recommend. So this is a good one. I like the fact that, you know, Better Edu, whenever she's going to the north, you see how she will emerge with shoulder length hijab. No, she's just been.
Not to record as into.
It's not as if it will upset people. They don't really care. But at least to look like one of them. Yes, that is the.
When you're in Rome,
yes.
Like a Roman.
So you see her in Maduguri, she will put on a shoulder length hijab. Now she's in Kogi State. It was in Kogi that they launched this. And she's also, you can see, is looking like a woman from Saudi Arabia.
And now we're talking about 20,000 naira, Jide, for December at least. If you have that for
look at what some of them are selling.
Any of this, look at their homes.
Look at what some of them are selling. You see, 20,000 is a lot of
money.
Go
a long way for this kind of person.
They can start bread business. They can start selling bread.
Yes.
They can start selling pure water.
Even salt.
Two little things. They can start selling salt. They can even start selling ingredients for to make soup, like tomato, pepper, and stuff.
It's
like
just for it not to go to your not to the party chieftains.
Yes, and the way
it circulates.
That is the point.
The way it has
been. Sheer wickedness to limit it to your party members.
Yes, we are not interested in any party. This is federal government of Nigeria.
This federal government. It's not.
Don't give it to APC people.
Or give it to PDP people.
Give everybody.
Because when these things are cascaded and you use some governors for the distribution.
Yes.
The Nigerian politician, there is no difference between them.
I'm telling you,
I do not see a
dichotomy.
I do not see, they think the same way. So let it go around.
Everybody.
That was what Sema and Yobe said. Look, when we put this thing down, we are not asking which party you belong. Everybody is hand to hand. You are going there to pick your own. You are carrying it on your shoulder. You are going home. That's the way it should be.
And
let's see more of these governors doing this thing.
We are committed on this topic.
No, we won't leave them alone.
We won't leave it until our governors, they change. We will not leave it.
We will not. And governors
across all the federation.
Governors that we have not seen to distribute it, we will start calling you out. There's nothing you can do.
You start calling
we'll call you out.
If you like, say anything.
We'll call you out. I have some governors in mind already. I don't know what they are thinking. You are not distributing palliative.
We've not seen it.
And we saw when government announced that they had released money. We'll call you out.
Hungry. We'll call you out. And you are
we'll call you out. What are you going to do?
With all the allocation. I'm sure our producer will show the Sema again. They'll show us the
Sema and Yobe. Look at what they are doing in Yobe.
Look at how people
Look at what Zulum is doing.
No, just show us where they are picking the rice, the bags of rice.
We want to see such videos coming from this part of Nigeria, southwest, especially.
Southwest, yes, especially. Rich governors. Mojid.
Yeah, I love the way this distribution has been skewed. It's for the poorest of the poorest.
Yeah.
They gather their BVN and NIN. And they look...
You must have that one.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's the only way they can control. So, and when they see they look at your BVN, they look at how much, over a 6-month period, they look at how much has been coming to your account, 1,000, 2,000, how active is the account. So, then you qualify. Of course, people like Ayo and Jide, look at your belly.
You are not going to qualify. Never.
You can't qualify. So,
if anybody tries to give you
no, I won't.
Palliative, and I'm aware.
I won't even go.
I will come here.
I'll rush.
No, I won't. I won't
come here to complain
I
about.
No, I won't.
I'll not qualify for.
No, I won't go. I won't go there. And between 15% and 20% has been earmarked for those with disabilities and the elderly. So it captures all the strata. And for those who say 20,000 is nothing. 20,000 is something.
Right now.
I mean, it is something. So, and you can see the rural area. So we want to encourage, this is coming directly from the president. It's from the presidency.
Yes,
this is not part of the palliatives for states.
For states.
So
it's different.
This is different.
Transfer.
And it's conditional cash transfer. That's why you must have your BVN and NIN. So it goes directly to your account. So it's unlike what happened in the past, where they will just enter the market and start distributing 20,000 naira close to election. So this one now is not as if we are...
Election is far away.
Election is far away. And they have started in earnest. So kudos to...
Better Edu.
To Better Edu.
One of the shining lights.
Yes, who is implementing the Renewed Hope grant of Mr. President.
I don't know what she has done. They are using hell out of her.
No, the thing is, the baby is beautiful. She's one of...
Maybe that's why.
Yes. And you know,
there is so much jealousy.
I don't understand, though. She's beautiful. So, you know, some people, when they know... No, I know some guys. When they see a beautiful lady, when they know that they can't toast her, what is it? Don't know, she's rotting. In fact, the mouth might be smelling. You know?
Have you moved close to kissing her to know whether?
So, Better Edu and some of the other ministers, they are doing well.
Ultimately, we expect that this will move round, and
the
transparency of this ministry will be more than last administration.
Look at their joy, the energy.
Yes.
And look at Abelo, the white lion.
Yes.
So she's going to.
When is that?
And Ododo, the new governor.
Yes.
The governor-elect
is also dancing there.
This is the pilot for the North Central. She's going to
don't forget, there was somebody that said
the
last administration that she was feeding our children when they were when they were at home for COVID. And people are still making reference to that thing that, look, that this thing should be more transparent. So we challenge Better.
Better has been saying it to all who wants to listen. Everybody wants to listen that, look, the World Bank is involved in this thing.
Yeah.
The World Bank is involved in this. People should stop all of these stories. If you are talking about transparency, it's guaranteed. Just the same way I can vouch for what Dr. Goje Mohammed is doing in Yobe. The transparency is what beats me.
I'm still begging our producer to allow us to see that.
No, the person who is there now does not know where to pick it.
The Lasema, this thing that we showed on Sunday.
Why Sema, not Lasema?
Okay.
Lasema is Lagos.
And you have not seen palliative from this end.
We've not,
No, it would.
we've not seen it.
let's not go
we'll
there.
be on your case.
We are expecting palliative.
I'm
from,
sure they are.
I always tell
preparing.
from the southwest.
You know, somebody want to abuse me one atenumo etipoju. Atenumo yen.
That's the main thing.
Atenumo yen
To be with our people.
atebere ni.
Yes.
Because we know that our people are stubborn. If they don't want to do something, they don't want to do it. We are saying distribute palliatives. You are dancing all around like a headless chicken. Distribute palliative. Let us see.
People are starving.
People are starving.
And
you have to show empathy. You can't be a good leader if you don't have empathy. Empathy was what prompted Awolowo to go for free education.
Yeah.
A lot of the people today who are big in Nigeria, it was free
went through
education
that
that
free
made them to go to
Yes.
school. Their parents were poor.
Yes.
And every state in Nigeria has received 2 billion naira for palliative out of the 5 billion.
2 billion.
2 billion
We
naira.
have to-
All the 36
Let's
states,
see it.
each of them
Where is your rice?
2 billion naira.
We have some states that they're richer than that 2 billion naira.
So
they can afford to add more.
The next tranche of 3 billion, I think, is coming in the first quarter of just in the next 1 or 2 months. So each state has received 2 billion. So I expect that the organized labor, the Muslim and Christian community, and other related associations should call their state governments to order, should ask them, where is our own palliative?
Why is labor even find it difficult at state level if a good number of their leaders are not compromised? Why can't they challenge governors who are not distributing palliatives? Why is it impossible to challenge? Is it only at federal level that we will know that labor exists? What are they doing at the states?
You should call them out. Local government too. Okay, we'll take this breather. We'll be right back after this time out.
In a world hungry for goodness, with a splash of golden terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Make a lunch hour a happy hour. Change no thanks into yes please. Provide care when our nearest and dearest needs it most. And resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty, nourishing family meals is all that matters. The world needs moms, because where there are moms, there is hope, happiness, and love. Golden Terra Oil, or pure love.
It's like every other year, my wife wants to paint, and her own kind of budget just makes me want to faint. 50 pockets of paint? Make it make sense. I'm only dropping cheddar if it's using Santex.
Santex? Yes, Santex. The amazing durability is more than mere text. Rich quality paint within your budget. So make the smart choice. Paint with Santex. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with a smart choice. Smart choice. Santex paint. Santex paint. Smart choice. Smart choice.
Paint your dreams on the walls of your reality. Buy Santex paint products from October to December 2023 and win amazing prizes. Offers available at authorized Santex paint stores across Nigeria. Santex paint, the smart choice.
Let me be this. See me see plenty trouble. So today, I said I should treat myself as salary just enter. I ordered my food and was looking forward to demolishing all the orishi-rishi.
Baby, before serving, are they run?
Oh yeah, time to pay rich now.
Food where you never pay for.
Now here my card begin acting. Hey.
You know what?
You know what? Okay. After debiting me, it's like this one wants to find my trouble. Say premium dragging. Oh, because this card did not work.
Save yourself the embarrassment. Get a card that works with MoneyPoint's personal banking. Download the app, request for a card and have it delivered to you in 48 hours. Experience banking on point because your money no go hang.
Thank you for staying with us. The killing of more than 80 innocent villagers by a military drone strike at Tudubiri in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State has continued to elicit reactions. As part of this, the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, has called for full investigation of the incident and compensation for the victims. In a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Professor Tuko Baba, Mohammed Baba, the group said it is deeply disturbed that such an operation could be executed in a densely populated area. Julie, we'll continue to talk about this, and then this is generating reaction.
It is.
Internationally.
Even within our country, people are very angry. People are very angry, and it's even assuming a disturbing religious trend. Because some people have come to the conclusion that this was targeted at Muslims. When this sort of thing happens, we start having all kinds of ideas. People lose their heads. They say all kinds of things. Christians were killed in that strike. Even the district head. No, it's a community with both Christian and Muslim. So the district head admitted. The district head said they lost Christians and Muslims. Those ones don't want to hear that, look, this thing is about religion. No, they are mourning, they are angry. But some people are reading religious meaning to it that, look, this is deliberate. No, now, you cannot say it's deliberate. And I've had different arguments. Some will say, oh, it's because it's an unmanned area vehicle, that if a pilot was there, the pilot will look down and confirm that they are actually not terrorists before dropping his bomb. Of course, we've seen Nigeria Air Force with carrying aircraft manned by pilot drop bomb on people.
Yeah.
It happened. In other places, even Zamfara here. Zamfara, last year, in a market. So it has not, air accidents of this nature can happen anywhere. U.S. during the Gulf War killed many innocent people. Many, even sometimes fellow fighters, they call that one friendly fire. Your own colleague that you are waging war together, you inadvertently drop a bomb on them. These things happen. But our concern is that the rate at which these accidents are happening has to be addressed. If there is some deficiency in the quality of training that will give our airmen, our fighter pilots, and others, we have to look at that. We cannot say we want to investigate this matter and not do it thoroughly. The investigation must lead us to a solution. How do we, yes, collateral damage happens in war, but our concern is the frequency of the killing of civilians during war in our country. There's the one that happened in Nasarawa. People are not even talking about that one. It happened not long ago. Whether that one was fired by a drone or a fighter jet, we don't know. But one thing is, just as the chief of air staff said when I interviewed him some months back. For fear of collateral damage, it is only when it is absolutely necessary that you must carry out a bombing raid. If it is not absolutely necessary, don't even bother to do it. Because a situation in which bandits go and merge with people in a marketplace, and then you go and drop, because the intel that you got was that those people were there. What if they had left at that time?
Or you use these people as human shields?
What if they had left? You know the problem? This one, unmanned area vehicle, you sent it on an errand.
Honestly, it can...
You sent it on an errand. If the situation changes, what is called battle ground dynamics, if it changes, what do you do? That is why, globally, the most preponderant cases of this kind of accidents usually by drones. If you are flying a ground attack helicopter, for example, they don't do high altitude bombing. You are likely to see the people that you want to kill and with the helicopter.
You engage.
So perhaps if it was an helicopter that they used, and we have helicopters that can do the job, perhaps this would not have happened. Because the helicopter pilots don't fly so high into the sky, they will be able to see what's on ground. We need to do our best to stop these things from happening with the regularity at which they are happening. We need to do that, because you can't be... How do you explain to people that this has happened again? It happened in Zamfara not long ago. Happened in, what was it called? Nasarawa.
In as much as we want to deploy technology, but this should not be...
Now we have been told that the death toll has risen. In fact, there was a report that about 126 are dead now.
Yeah.
You know, I said it that when you are talking about
100.
66 injured, out of the 66, some people will succumb to their injuries.
Yeah. It's rather unfortunate, and that's why you see the president has directed the VP to go there, and I think the VP was there earlier today to commiserate with those who lost loved ones, and why people are insinuating a religious attack is because it happened during the Eid al-Maulud celebrations. But
is there a separate Maulud celebration?
No. You know, Eid al-Maulud.
That one is quite quiet.
No, you can't.
Because Maulud, Eid al-Maulud is always celebrated by all of us.
No, yes.
What is it called?
We pick
public holiday.
Yeah, no, we pick different days. Different mosques, different societies pick different days.
Their own
to commemorate
public holiday now.
No. It's to commemorate the birth of Prophet Muhammad, Eid al-Maulud. So you can choose a particular date you can even celebrate it even a month, 2 months after the celebration. We had a national public holiday. Yes. Yeah, it happened. So that was what happened. But you know, in that part of the country, when they are celebrating Eid al-Maulud, you even see Christians join in the celebration, and I mean, some even passers-by. We are talking of a drone attack. So the consequential, the counterfactual, the consequential event. So, but these are things that should not be happening. I mean, with this kind of frequency, it calls to question our intelligence gathering. It calls to question a lot about our logistics, about our efficiency. We are not saying everybody. I mean, we are not saying mistakes cannot happen, but this kind of mistakes that involves, in the first instance, 86 lives lost. Haba. And the death toll has risen. So you can see the outrage, even from Amnesty International. So while trying to eradicate these terrorists and diminish their operational capacity, we must be mindful of the fact that civilian lives must be protected. There was no reason for us, I mean, there's no way we can explain this. It's an error which I am happy that the security agencies admitted and they are so sorry about, but we want to actually see that they are really sorry with the fact that such things should never happen again. It's unpardonable.
You cannot even achieve precision with the so-called precision-guided missiles. And sometimes they do...
No, the precision, the zone is to where you program it to drop his weapon, to drop it exactly. If Tucano is the best.
There might be collateral damages.
In terms of precision weapons, Tucano is the best we have. If you choose to drop your bomb on funeral procession, because we've had that in the past, funeral procession, they drop bomb on them, or some other people, it will do the job that you have sent it. So the intelligence has to be excellent. We have to be careful. Somebody was saying that, okay, in that community, for example, at least there are security people living in that area, SSS, familiar with that terrain. You can ask the DSS people that, okay, when these terrorists are moving, how do they convert? Do they do meetings that will involve so many people like that? You understand? There are questions. See, many air crashes in this world have been due, most of them have been due to human error.
Human error. Look at the one that flew from
Lagos. So that's why we have to
Asaba instead of Abuja.
You know, that's why we have to address the investigation has to be good enough that and lead us to a solution. I hate to read these kind of stories about the people are suffering enough, and then to take their lives
and ravaging in poverty already.
Yes. Say, may they not celebrate again. People gather to celebrate, we drop bomb on them. Come on.
All right. Joining us for more discussion on this issue is the National Publicity Secretary of the Arewa Consultative Forum, Professor Tuko Mohammed Baba. Thank you for joining us, Prof.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here, and I thank you for the invitation.
Thank you.
Can you just give us the reaction of your forum to this unfortunate incident?
Yeah. How has it been taken at your end?
Well, no, we have been very sad about it, but in fact, we are with all of you in everything Babajide said. First of all, we are very sad that it happened. We are not happy about the casualties. And we thought, and we made it very clear in our statement, that we think it was a monumental failure of intelligence. One would imagine that even if you are going to use drones, there will be intelligence on ground that will be gathering data. You know, technology is not enough. We thought, like I said, we are not there, we are not part of the operation. We thought it was a monumental failure of intelligence that should have been avoided. We called for investigations. We called for an independent investigation that will also involve the villagers so that we know the true picture of the casualties, death, injuries, and so on. We also said the Nigerian army needed to take steps to ensure that these things do not happen again. As Babajide has observed, it has happened elsewhere before, involving another wing of the Nigerian Armed Forces. And we thought something needed to be done to avoid this kind of thing. Everything you have said is true. And in fact, if you go through our first release, we mentioned Maulud only once. We did not attribute it to any religious bias, ethnic, and we think this is a very wrong way to approach it, to assume that it was because people were one religion or the other. That does not help the situation. Also, we need to also support our armed forces in their fight against the bigger and more menacing enemy, that is terrorists and bandits that are threatening to wreak havoc and bring the country to its knees. So, and I agree with everything we said. Area Consultative Forum agrees with everything. In fact, in the release we released today, we reiterated our total and unequivocal commitment to supporting the armed forces in their fight against forces of evil, that is banditry and terrorism in this case. But we also said that the army needs to understand that it is accountable to the people. So the way around it is to pay full compensation to the dead, ensure that the injured are treated free of charge. Not only that, when they fully recover, they must be rehabilitated. Of course, there will be loss of income, families would have suffered, and so on. And in these economic challenges, in these times of economic challenges, it's very important to come to their rescue. Additionally, we said in good faith and a fence-mending exercise, the Army needs to take some outreach programs in that community. Economic empowerment, medical outreach, helping women and children, and so on. And we think if this is done, it will restore the people's confidence. And of course, a lot of these things happen in usual language. We call it the act of God. So we take it like that. But we disagree that it's because of some primordial variables, religion, ethnicity, region. That is a totally wrong way to see this incident. And we hope we are correct in our take.
All right, Prof. Let me quickly halt you there. We'll take this breather. When we come back, we'll continue with our discussion. It's still Journalist Hangout. Don't go away.
Be this. See me see trouble. So today, I said I should treat myself as salary just enter. I ordered my food and was looking forward to demolishing all the orishi.
Baby, before serving, are they run?
Oh yeah, time to pay rich now.
Food where you never pay for.
Now here my card begin act fame. Hey.
You know what?
You know what? Okay. After debiting me, it's like this one wants to find my trouble. See premium dragging. Oh, because this card did not work.
Save yourself the embarrassment. Get a card that works with MoneyPoint's personal banking. Download the app, request for a card and have it delivered to you in 48 hours. Experience banking on point because your money no go hang.
In today's world, our lifestyle, both at work and at play, depends on connectivity. Our connectivity depends on the devices that make it possible, and these devices depend on electric power. When power fails, our life shrinks, our work drops, and our joy dips. JRB Solar Energy Systems are here to ensure that we enjoy uninterruptible power, uninterruptible joy. Whether you're running a business, an institution, or just a home you return daily to rest, JRB has got you covered. No project is too big for our super digital inverters, long-lasting batteries, and efficient solar panels. Go. Dream on. Change your world. JRB solar inverters, batteries, solar panels, solar streetlights, and more. Telephone 0906 752 1111. Email sales@jrbsolar.com. With JRB, the sun's gonna shine on everything you do.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
Thank you for staying with us. We still have the National Publicity Secretary of the Arewa Consultative Forum, Professor Tukur Mohammed Baba. Thank you for staying with us.
My pleasure.
Before we go on the break.
Yes, you see, the question I want to ask you is the general problem of banditry. Beyond a military solution, what is the Arewa Consultative Forum and other stakeholders, what are they doing? What measures can they come up with to deal with this rampant banditry in northern Nigeria? We still have core members in the hands of bandits. Their families are distressed, they are worried.
Almost 100 days now.
They're still with them. There are no...
Also, students of the Federal University Gusau are also still in the hands of bandits. You know, the Arewa Consultative Forum was the first actually to raise alarm and suggest that, you know, we think this banditry thing is happening with a lot of intelligence. But most frightening, we think the problem has become organic. You know, it is a chain business. We have informants, we have purveyors of weapons, and all kinds of things, and that is the most frightening. You ask, what are we doing about it? This is one of the things we are doing about it, raising awareness, asking questions, demanding action, and so on. The problem is dynamic, and we are also dynamic in our approach. I think maybe Babajide will, if you think back, you will see that you are seeing the first of a new Arewa Consultative Forum effective last July. Of course, the organization had been a bit comatose, but efforts have been made to revive it, and to revive it in a positive way, not just reactive. We want to be proactive. For example, we think that the problem cannot be resolved without a synergy between all the states affected, not just in the Northwest, all over. You cannot solve the problem in Katsina State without addressing it in Zamfara State, in Sokoto State, in Niger State, and so on. So we will continue to look at the situation as it unfolds because it affects people, and we are concerned about the human cost. And from time to time, we will advise government. Of course, we react to situations such as happen now. Like I said in the beginning, we have a total support, uncompromising support for our armed forces. Of course, this kind of incidents happen here and there. And we think by raising awareness about it, we're asking government to do everything it can to see that collateral damage is reduced to the barest minimum.
Yes.
If, it cannot be totally eliminated. But most of all, the federal government must go into synergy with the state governments at the broader level. At the local level, we think a lot of the folks that are affected, ordinary people, traditional authorities in northern Nigeria, ranging from the emir to the district head, to the village head, and so on, they have a lot of intelligence about the movements, the locations, and the whereabouts of these people. We think enough is not being done to harness that treasure trove of intelligence. Of course, like every system, we have some of the traditional authority, even religious authority, involved in the banditry. The Minister of State for Defense, a few days ago, came out to say more Northerners are involved. We agree with him that yes, it's not a question of Northerners involved, it's a question of people, and we should stop this. We should stop giving labels to people other than the fact that they are criminals. When you start attaching labels to them, religious, ethnic, and others, then
Prof.
the root of the problem is taken elsewhere.
Hello, Prof. The last administration of Buhari approached the issue of banditry and terrorism with by granting amnesty to some of these elements. But the Tinubu administration now has said, they want to resume the trial of these characters. How best do you think we can really approach this, especially with a group like yours, the Arewa Consultative Forum, I mean, how best do you think we can, it's because you are right in the middle of this, how best do you think we can approach this to reduce this menace, especially in the north generally?
Careful plan. There are three ways, I think, in order of priority. Careful planning, number one. Careful planning, number two. Careful planning, number three. We shouldn't go on a hunt and pack this. And if we want to give amnesty, it has to be clearly defined. All parties to it must understand the sacrifices, the challenges clearly. And of course, there is a limit to everything. You cannot give amnesty to everybody. A blanket amnesty will not work. That is number one. So careful planning. So we know what we are doing, who we are doing. Look, these bandits, the banditry is not perpetrated by one organization.
Yeah.
In the Northwest alone, there are estimates that we have as many as 300 bandit groups. Wow. So if they have no organization, you have to. How do we deal with that?
It's a big industry. All right, Prof. We have to leave it like that. I want to thank you for your contribution, Professor Tuko Mohammed Baba, the National Public Secretary of the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, Jide, we have a very big problem with banditry and a bigger one with our military if they don't know, because this is making headlines internationally. Amnesty International
is a big disaster.
The big disaster.
We don't know how many people
are
end up dying.
Yeah,
we don't know yet how many people. This
yes,
thing will claim.
we're not good. We're not too good in keeping at the end of the day,
some were injured. They fled. They just brought them back to hospital yesterday.
Yes. So we might be looking
so
up.
You know
up to
how many people are in the bush who are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but we have to find a way to solve this problem. Or as he said, reduce it to the BRS minimum.
Yeah.
The rate at which it's happening is a cause for concern. And I can understand why people are very angry. It cannot continue to happen in this manner.
On a lighter mood, let me congratulate you for the win over Chelsea yesterday. I'm not happy that you won.
Yes.
But because I would have preferred Chelsea to win. But I want to congratulate you.
I know that.
Don't think you had that kind of victory against Arsenal.
I know that some of you don't like us.
I don't like you.
Than you people. Arsenal has never won a European.
We have won many Premiership titles, and we are picking it this year.
Okay.
I don't
want
to
you,
my friend.
don't just take me.
It's okay.
Just drag me.
I agree. Let me hold my fire.
Because you may not get Igbomorais again.
Contribution and the message. Babajide Kolade
is threatening me with Igbomorais.
For this year, rice is very expensive.
Yes. No worry. I won't.
You need that palliative.
I won't misbehave.
All right. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. Join us this Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday, 2 hours. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Ozuba. Bye for now and see you on Sunday.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. Do you struggle with having an active and healthy lifestyle due to your busy schedule? Do you find it difficult to make it to the gym? You want to improve your overall health, but don't know where and how to start? Medical experts agree that walking, running, and jogging are amongst the best ways to stay fit and enjoy a great active and healthy lifestyle. What if there was a convenient and affordable way to improve your health, improve your mood, and lose weight right in your own home? Introducing the SportX Digital Compact Treadmill, the compact foldable treadmill that makes being active and losing weight fast and easy. Just unfold it and walk, jog, or run while you watch your favorite programs on TV. And when you're done, just fold it and store it away. Now that's convenience. The secret is its advanced design that houses a 1-horsepower motor that is twice the size of most treadmills, packed into a nice compact unit, powering every step you take. You get the SportX digital compact treadmill system complete with a rugged commercial-grade ultra-durable traction belt, large LCD multifunctional display that displays speed, time, distance, calories, and has 12 different exercise programs, as well as a magnetic safety key for added security.
The SportX treadmill has really helped me get back in shape after childbirth. I love it because it's compact and can fit anywhere in the house. And when I'm done, I fold and put it away. Easy peasy.
This is the best piece of equipment for people like me who want to stay active without leaving the home. I simply unfold it and use it while I watch my favorite program on TV.
Joining the gym can cost an absolute fortune, and you could be paying up to 600,000 naira in annual gym fees. Get the SportX treadmill to save the cost and work out from the convenience of your home. You could pay 500,000 naira for a treadmill like this, but you can get the SportX treadmill for not 400,000 naira, not even 300,000 naira. Order right now and get this for just 294,500 naira only. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get the SportX digital compact treadmill delivered to you for free wherever you are in Nigeria. The SportX compact digital treadmill comes with ShopX 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied with the treadmill, send it back for a full refund. But hurry, limited stock available. So, call the number on your screen now or visit our website to place your order while stock lasts. The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.
Sales, sales, sales! Embrace the holiday spirit with a shopping extravaganza at the TVC Women's Network First Sales Fair. Join us for an amazing opportunity to explore a wide array of products and services at festive discounts. Discover irresistible offers. Mark your calendar, December 15th to 17th, 2023. Venue, TVC Communications, 1 Continental Drive off CMD Road, Ikosiketu, Lagos. Time, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Immerse yourself in the festive vibe with a shopping spree featuring exciting games, stunning showcases, and live performances. Wrap up your shopping list with unmissable savings. For inquiries, call 0803-284-8509. Join us for an unforgettable holiday shopping adventure. This event is brought to you by TVC Communications.
We are back analyzing the big stories beyond 100 days of this administration. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Big thank you to everyone who reached out while I was away. And thank you for joining this program this hour. We begin in Kaduna State, where Vice President Kashim Shettima has now visited victims of the Sunday's error bombing in that part of the country, particularly in Tudumbiri community. Vice President Shettima led a high-level government delegation to Barau Diko Teaching Hospital to condole with the victims. He announced that the federal government will conduct a thorough investigation and hold accountable anyone found responsible for the tragic event. He conveyed President Bola Tinubu's deep concern over the unfortunate attack, stressing the need for robust measures to prevent similar occurrences in the future.
The government is fully committed towards completely eradicating banditry and armed kidnapping. The president was deeply touched by what happened. I would like to assure the government and people of Kaduna State that the government will take all measures to protect, preserve, and promote the interests of our people.
And worried about the error bombing in Kaduna State, the National Youth Council of Nigeria and the Arewa Youth Forum have called for the sack of the 2 ministers of defense over rising insecurity in the country. The coalition staged a peaceful protest at the National Assembly over the recent killing of more than 80 locals in Kaduna State. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa has details.
Residents of Tudut Bruni community in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State are still in shock over Sunday's airstrike that killed scores of their kinsmen. While the Nigerian army has claimed responsibility for the sad incident, the grieving people have buried their dead, but the scares remain fresh in their minds. This is why the National Youth Council of Nigeria and the Arewa Youth Forum have teamed up to register their displeasure over the series of attacks that have led to the loss of lives and property. They want the National Assembly and President Bola Tinubu to find lasting solution to the crisis as they pass votes of no confidence on the two ministers of defense.
We are using this crucial medium to draw the attention of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCON, to ask the Honorable Minister of Defense, Alhaji Muhammadu Badaru, to wake up from his slumber to face his national responsibility or honorably resign, because security situation is deteriorating under his watch.
Mr. President has tried for choosing a minister from the north, both the state and the minister of state for defense, Badaru and Matawale. We are not happy with them. With the current situation, we are not happy with them, please. We are calling on them either to address this issue or they should resign peacefully.
We are here to protest the insecurity, the killing of our people in Kaduna where they were performing Maulud. We are seriously unhappy with the Minister of Defense. We are seriously unhappy with the Minister for State of Defense. We are calling for their immediate removal.
The coalition says it is determined to sustain the clamor for a change in the security situation of the country, particularly the north, such that innocent lives and their property are not unduly wasted. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
So the youth groups in Abuja want both ministers out. What's your thoughts? Let's hear from you on Twitter. Oh, it's X now, formerly Twitter. Remember to use the hashtag Beyond 100 Days and tag at TVC News NG. Counter-terrorism specialist Olatubosun Abolarinwa joins me now for more on this conversation. Thanks for joining us on Beyond 100 Days. They say there are usually collateral damages during military operations, but this is one too many. It's perhaps the fourth airstrike resulting in significant civilian fatalities since 2017. And it's raised serious questions about the professionalism and competence of the Nigeria security architecture. Is it clear what the real problem is here?
Oh, unfortunately, the problem is just the same problem that emanates as a result of the insecurity situation that is enveloping the country. We shouldn't forget that the security agencies are only responding to existing problems. And there are various approaches to dealing with that, one of which is the kinetic approach, which is currently being deployed. Unfortunately, I don't think there is any technology in the world when it comes to offensive where we can isolate collateral damages from kinetic operation when it comes to insecurity. This type of error does occur at many places across the world. It's an unfortunate development and unfortunate loss of life while we are trying to protect life. But one thing we really need to come to terms with is that as long as we are using the kinetic approach, whether on land or from air, such collateral damages cannot be ruled out.
Well, it's hard to tell if this is standard practice because according to Daily Trust newspaper, we've had some 15 military airstrikes on civilian populations between 2014 and 2023. Some have put the figures to 425 lives lost just between 2017 and 2023. Are you saying that is the norm because we are fighting terrorism and banditry?
No, it's not the dam. I mentioned something about collateral damages. And another thing which I'm yet to mention, which I think I really need to also make clear, is that one of the things that is happening on the battlefield is when criminals, terrorists, or questionable characters who are fighting against the state are using civilian location issues to protect themselves. It's happening currently between the Palestinian and the Israeli defense. Is one of the reasons why the casualty is so high there. It's just because the Hamas are using the civilian as a shield. And I don't think it would be too early to rule the same thing in what is happening in Nigeria, what happened in Nigeria in 2007, and what is currently happening, what recently happened in Kaduna recently, which was very, very unfortunate. But the reality of the matter we need to come to terms with is that the civilians, the populace, really have a work to do by ensuring the authority of
I hear you, Mr. Bolariwa. You know, some have also called for a total overhaul of the nation's security architecture. If you can hear me, some have also called for a review of the military's rules of engagement and standard operating procedures. But I want us to quickly talk about the precision of air attacks. You know, they say there's a doctrinal deficit in fighting banditry and related crimes from the air with either drones or combat aircraft. Even in advanced societies, like you said, we've had enough casualties and a lot of, it's hard to tell the difference between the bad guys and civilians in that regard. How often should this be deployed, you know, in the fight against such crime back at home?
Hello?
I'm asking how often we should be targeting bandits from the air, you know, given the many casualties we've suffered in the past years.
Yeah. On of what is on ground, the reality of what is if there are issues that warrant military aircraft, don't forget that we cannot afford to avoid collateral damages, even if it's on ground assault on the soldiers. We have the